Thank you so much for joining us again as we explore some of the proposals in the North Heights Rezoning Initiative. We're going to go to the same page, amarillo.gov/nhrezoning. And again, this is where you can stay up to date. Things are constantly posted up here to keep you as informed as possible. We're going to scroll down to that same interactive map right about the middle of the page. There we are. So once you've found this map, again, you can look at it right here. You can move it around. You can zoom in and out. But for our purposes, again, today, we are going to want it to be a little bigger. So let's, up in the top corner, we'll click on View Larger Map, and that'll open it up in a new window for us, which will be very useful later. Just like last time, we can move it around and zoom into the areas that we want to look at. We are going to go ahead and search for an address though. Let's search for Carver Elementary this time to see what's going on in that area. So again, you'll pull up the search tool, type in your address, and go ahead and hit enter, and Google will zoom you right into the property. There we are. You can see it gives you a nice little red dot so you can see exactly where you searched. And we do see on top of the school property that there's kind of a brownish color laid on top. Just like last time, we can click on it and see what that might mean. It means that the Advisory Association has recommended residential zoning here. So let's go back. Of course, schools are a little different. They're allowed in lots of different places, but if residential is being recommended, we'd like to see what's currently there. We'll click right over here on Proposed Changes. We can turn that off. Just uncheck the box. And we want to see what's currently zoned in the area. So right now there's no color laying on top of the property. We'll click on Current Zoning Districts. So that pulled up citywide zoning data. We can see that there is a color laid on top again. So we click on that color, and it's going to show us that current zoning is MF1. So now we'd like to know exactly what MF1 is and what might be changing. Let's go back to the rezoning page. You can actually scroll up just a little bit to those useful documents. And let's click on this revised zoning use chart. So now we're looking at what might be different in that Carver Elementary School area. So the North Heights Advisory Association has recommended a residential district, R2, and we saw in the current zoning that it's actually an MF zoning. We see here that MF actually stands for Multiple Family District. So you can scroll all through here and see uses that are allowed in these districts and uses that are not. So when we look up at the top here, we can see exactly what all of this means. So a P, as we're scrolling through, means that that use is allowed in that district. That's what the district is designed for. An S means that it might be approved, but you will have to go through a special application process. And blank means that that use is not going to be allowed in this zoning district. Feel free to look around your neighborhood at our maps. You can go back and forth between current zoning and what's been proposed, so you are the most up to date as you can be in the rezoning process.